come from a family that are all very passionate about the environment. My sister's doing her master's in environmental law, my dad's a botanist, my mom loves hiking and being outdoors, so I spent many holidays when I was young looking for elusive plant species all around South Africa, and from there developed a very strong love for our beautiful environment in South Africa. So I'm an economist by trade. I deal with supply and demand issues on a number of levels. But as I said, my passion really lies in applying that framework to natural resources. So how I see it, how I see economics fitting into sort of biodiversity and the natural world, is that what we'd really like is to conserve everything. What I would really like is to conserve everything, but we can't. We're limited by knowledge, we're limited by very small budgets, especially in South Africa being a developing country. We're limited by the fact that maybe poverty and inequality are higher priorities than environmental protection, just purely because of our history as South Africa. Being an economist means that I can use this framework of supply and demand and choice to try analyze where those tough choices are and what can we do about them. A lot of my life and a lot of my values come from the fact that I gain a lot of inspiration from the environment, and I see what's going on, and I see the fact that people probably don't have the right resources or the right knowledge to deal with the environment in the way that we should. So the love for the environment definitely came from the fact that I had parents that were interested and encouraging, and I, from there, sort of fell in love with being outdoors. But since then, you know, my adult life, I've been inspired by a lot of diverse people, all working with sort of the same problem, but looking at it from different aspects. I've been inspired by my supervisor from last year, who's an agricultural economist, working with farmers, trying to get them to see that their incentives as a farmer are quite closely correlated to the health of the environment, and that profits and environmental protection aren't necessarily opposing forces. So I get inspiration from my lecturers, from my peers, and also from sort of my society. Living in this beautiful city makes me really want to strive to inspire other people to care about our environment. I have quite a strange skill set and passion for the natural environment. So I studied a conventional business degree in undergrad and luckily came across economics. Economics is a nice framework to help people make difficult choices about scarce resources, and I found that I can apply my passion for the environment with this. Amelia, I got a message from one of our postgraduate administrators about GreenMatter, and I read its values and I read what it was about, and I read about the fellowship, and I completely fell in love with the idea of being a fellow. Everything I read sort of resonated with me, and when I read it, I was like, this is it. I'm going for it. So it's valuable because it's paying for me to do masters, which is great, but it's also valuable because I get to meet scientists and people that have skills that I don't have, and I really think that that my skill set and their skill set together can be something that's quite powerful. I'm so excited to be part of GreenMatter. I think it's a phenomenal space where all of us can come together and share knowledge. I see myself growing through it, through the mentorship that we have, the access to other information and other disciplines, and the fact that I can be around people that speak the same language even though we might come from different backgrounds and have different skill sets. I see myself working with a whole array of different policymakers and businesses and trying to understand how we can align everyone's incentives so that the environment can take priority at the end of the day. So giving back is obviously a major objective for, I think, most young people today. I feel extremely privileged to be part of GreenMatter, and I hope I can be a good ambassador. In the short run, giving back for me means just upholding the GreenMatter name and being the confident biodiversity champion that I want to be. In the longer run, obviously giving back would involve a lot more than that. I would love to become an alumni of GreenMatter and to be supportive of other people that would like to enter into a similarly complex, difficult area to work in.